This is Jessica Sterling, the freelance photographer based here in Los Angeles. I always like to talk about stuff for artists, entrepreneurial stuff. I've been working freelance since 2007, 2006. It's been a while, and sometimes it's hard to get motivated to talk about your art, to talk about your product, yourself, what you do. Some people seem to be natural salespeople, and I love to meet people and I love to talk. And I have actually come from a long line of salespeople. My grandfather and my great-grandfather and my other grandfather and my other great-grandfather. But anyway, so what I've found to really be helpful to me is, I send out these emails to my friends and clients and people I've worked with and people I hope to work with. And I send them out, hopefully once a week. And a lot of times I sit down to write them and I have nothing to say. I don't want to talk about anything. And I sit down there and I'm like, okay, Jessica, you got to get this done. You got to send out some type of anything, some type of promotion. And I start to write and I start to think about what I want to say. And ideas start to flow. It's miraculous. I think that, they always say inspiration's for amateurs. And when a person is kind of under pressure, they kind of, at least for me, I start to drum up ideas and things kind of start to come together. It's sort of like you have to sort of pour some energy, like gasoline on the fire. Otherwise, you're just kind of sitting there with your firewood, looking at the sky, stuff like that. So my advice to a freelance person, artist or entrepreneur is just to start. Sit down and start working on that promotion and talking about things and, and even just sitting down to write a letter. It's kind of like the same phenomenon. You kind of go, what am I going to say to this person? I think they're nice. I miss them. I don't know. So just kind of sit there and start talking and thinking about it and getting it out. And quantity matters more than quality in some cases, especially when it comes to sharing about yourself and your work as an artist or freelancer. I know a lot of artists are perfectionists in their work, and it's very important to deliver high quality work, high quality product. It's essential. I mean, that's why people love what you do. But you can't let that kind of stop you from talking, I have to send out the world's most perfect email. Otherwise everybody will hate me and hate my work. It's like, well, it's like you can't make any steps. You can't move in any direction. So anyway, so my thought is, get something out there, and you can always refine your message as you go. And for me, as on my business, it's like, I'm Jessica Sterling, photographer. Should I have a logo that has a camera in it? Should I have a logo that looks like a camera? Should it look like film? You sit there and you kind of mash around. What is the most perfect logo for photography? And I made something kind of that I kind of liked quite some time ago. I think it was probably 15, 20 years ago now. And I liked it. I just thought it was cool. And I made it, and it's what I use, and it may not be perfect. And I'm sure a logo designer would look at it and say, well, but I kind of feel like you just kind of start, and then you refine it and you keep going, and some things stick and some things don't. I found for me personally, when I do send out those emails, I keep them very short, very punchy, very fun, very positive. And, here's my thought. I usually keep it to one subject matter, and I share some images, just to keep it fresh, just keep it moving. And that's what's worked for me. So I think that you kind of learn, you can look at the results of the things that you're sending out too. And if nobody ever comments or cares, then you kind of know, well, maybe that was kind of a stinker. Maybe they don't like it so much. Or if people really respond, then you go, wow, I should probably do more of that, whatever that is, posts about certain subject matter that you, about your work that you do. like if you have really cute kittens playing, people love that. And then the other thing too is reaching out in volume. A couple years ago, I was given an award from the school I went to for college, and it's a trade school. And now they're a full-blown college. But they gave me an award as an esteemed alumni, which I really appreciated. And what I really appreciated, though, is that they shouted my name from the rooftops, and they sent me a bottle of champagne, and they put an ad out in trade publications, and with my picture, and it was a lot of talking about me and posting on social media and da-da-da. And I ended up getting one of my biggest jobs to date kind of right after that. And I am a firm believer that it's the quantity that you send out that really makes a difference. You know, so if you send out an email to your 3 people and they're so perfect, these emails, and then those 3 people, like one's on vacation, one wanted to respond but didn't get a chance, and then one of them read it and decided that they didn't want to respond or whatever. I mean, that's it. That's all that you did. But if you send out a lot and you do, like, you know, you want to be saying something hopefully that's of value or interest to the people you're talking to, because it should be like an actual communication or inviting conversation of some type. If you just send it out to just a couple of people, then nobody will see it. And you can't get too disheartened too. If nobody responds and you're like, oh man, you know, my 10 friends, nobody hired me, you know, I guess I'm no good. It's like, no, man, you got to like tell lots of people over and over again about what it is you do, and keep it fresh in their mind. So that way, if the opportunity comes along, they go, oh, hey, you know what? I really did need an undersea basket weaver who can sing the Star Spangled Banner backwards. And, oh, I know somebody who does that. And then they reach out to you because they have your contact info handy too. So those are some thoughts today on just start and get it out there and communicate often and with quantity and friendliness, and you get up the quality as you go. All right, happy Monday. Have a great week. Bye.